welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And the starting group for Chicago, we've got Buzelis. Trey Jones is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Okoro, and it's Smith in at the center position. And for the Celtics, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Well, Stan, I know you love the numbers, and what they're telling us tonight, these teams can shoot it.
Yeah, it's two of the best in the league from beyond the arc. They've got great spacing, and I like that they're always looking for a better shot on the perimeter.
Now here's White. Pass to Tatum, fires for 3. Smith with the rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Outside Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith with a screen on White. Jones misses. Pass to White. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Smith. Releases. A quick shot there. It's off target. And here's Brown for 3. Fires in the triple.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by White. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Jones. There's the 3. Queta pulls it in. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
No coverage that time.
Like, sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And he dunks it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 5. Jones misses. Pass to White. From the arc. Here's Queta. And he jams it home with authority.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And it's Giddey missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And the basket by Brown. Brown's got 5 points.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Outside Giddey. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Hauser outside. Lets the 3 fly. Chicago with a rebound. 1:58 left in the first. Giddey.
Oh, look out. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You're pushing the pace. Giddey using some speed to get his shot.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Bulls, with 1 playoff game win in the last 8 seasons, the lowest total over any 8-year stretch in franchise history, Stan.
Well, yeah, they've hovered around 500 for the last 4 seasons and been really competitive. But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now going young, can they find a path back to relevance?
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. Walsh comes in for Tatum. Shireman's checked in for Hauser. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Jaylen Brown. Then for Chicago, Miller comes in for Okoro. And it's Colin Sexton in for Jones. So it's Boston now, trailing by 2. White with a screen on Giddey. Pass to White. Here's Walsh. Check by Sexton. A nice shot by Walsh.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Smith. Now Sexton. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
White can't hit. Chicago has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Miller. Giddey scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Smith outside. Off target with the 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Walsh. Vucevic in the post. Giddey defends. Stolen by Giddey. Here we go. It's Giddey on the wing. Vucevic with a steal. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls out in front, up by 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
They've got Peyton Pritchard. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walsh in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. No made baskets yet. Here's the teardrop. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Here's Simons, and he banks in the layup. And it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Here's Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For Chicago, Okoro is checked in for Williams. Giddey comes in for Simons. And it's Jones in for Sexton. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Collins passes to Miller. Jones from outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Stolen by Collins. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Celtics trail by 7. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter with the step back to the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. That one no good. Collins with the defensive effort. Okoro, right side. Pass to Jones. Nice D from Pritchard.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Something to watch. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years, they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now, a change of course is taking place.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Bulls leading by 6. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Got it. Giddey's got 9.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Tatum passes to Gonzalez. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Smith with a screen on White. The 3 from Okoro. It's stolen by Tatum. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. BA, back to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Fires from the wing. Second chance shot. And Miller with the lay-in. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Crafty finish by Giddey, managing to overcome the contest.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Making a switch here. Lou Ellis is checked in. A minute and a half left in the second quarter. Pass to Brown. Giddey against White. Now here's Hauser. 6 to shoot. Again, the miss by Boston.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Giddey passes to Smith. That three's off the mark. Celtics trail by 12. Pass to Keita. Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown for three. Boston, no good that time either. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Buzelis. And here's Smith. Now Giddey. Smith with a screen on Pritchard from deep. Giddey. Boston with a rebound. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Brown inside. JB, nice finish inside.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Up in time. No luck on that one. And so it's the Chicago Bulls ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Buzelis out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Okoro in at small forward. Stan, when you look at Josh Giddey's game, how would you best describe it?
Well, B.A., he's a triple-double threat. Taller playmaker, sees the floor well, can rebound. I love his versatility.
And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's Giddey. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Now here's White. Yet to see a basket. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot from the low post is good. Giddey's got 15 points.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
To the inside. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Here's Keita, and here's Brown for 3, and it's Chicago with a board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds now. Smith outside. Pass to Giddey. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Hauser. Still without a bucket. Pass to Tatum. Over Buzelis. Tatum can't hit.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look, just couldn't find the mark.
Okoro outside. Jones sets a screen. Back to Giddey. Beyond the arc. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 18. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Jones from outside. Keeps it alive. Queta pulls it in. The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. White, the pass to Tatum. Launches a 3. Tatum drills the 3.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Vucevic comes in for Queta, and Pritchard is subbed in for Hauser. And the Bulls also making a change. Sexton's checked in. And so here is Chicago. They led by as many as 18, and the basket is good. Buzelis has got his first 2 points.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Brian?
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Sexton. After the basket by Boston. Shoots over White. Sexton misses. White against Sexton. White, the pass to Tatum. They double-team Brown. Pritchard from outside. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Chicago leading by 12. Left side Jones. Smith outside. Fires from deep. And Pritchard pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Brown. Over Jones. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And that one good.
Fancy ball handling right there by Jones. At his size, he can be very elusive.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. For 3. The shot misses. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, we'll get... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Jason Tatum. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pritchard against Giddey. Collins outside. From behind the arc. Sexton misses. Celtics trail by 10. And Tatum going in. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Well, Chicago's shooting efficiently, 50% so far. The 3 from Sexton. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pritchard's got his 4th rebound in this one. to the wing on the left. Pass to Tatum. Looking to get back on track. The shot's good.
Allowing the play to develop naturally. Terrific patience by Tatum in the screen and roll.
Simons against Tatum. Simon's shot is good. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down. Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
You're taking over this one in effortless fashion. When Brown is cooking like this, keep working the ball to him.
And here's Simons. Right side Giddey. Here's Miller. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now Brown. Vucevic, a screen on Sexton. Clock at 4. Oh, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And Boston with some changes. Tatus checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Hauser comes in for Shireman. And it's White in for Pritchard. Then for Chicago, who's Ellis is checked in for Miller. Okoro comes in for Simons. And it's Jones in for Sexton. Bulls leading by 11. Outside Jones. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Takes a 3. And rebounded by Tatum.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Look at Tatum using his length.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They led by as many as 18. Jones in the post. He's guarded by White. Cleared away by White.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Giddey outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
I like seeing Giddey challenge defenses like this, making them compromise in the process.
First team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Josh Giddey at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. The Celtics have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Rebounded by Smith.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Giddey with it. Now guarded by Brown. Yes, sir! Count it!
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Celtics trail by 12. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter. Now White fires the three. Rebounded by Smith. Okoro with the ball. Here's Giddey. Oh, it doesn't go.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Bulls.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Josh Giddey.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
And he makes a first. He does not get the second one.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Okoro outside. Clock at 6. Now Smith puts one up from 19. Brown pulls down the board.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Smith outside for 3. Can't get it to go. Brown scanning the floor. So Chicago takes the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong